Did you know the average SUV costs nearly $12,000 a year to maintain? But not every SUV is a money pit. Today, we're counting down 13 SUVs you can buy and never worry about repairs. Some can even run 500,000 miles or more. And stick around until the end, because I'll reveal 2 SUVs you should avoid at all costs. If there's one SUV that mechanics secretly hate, it's the Toyota Highlander. And that's because these things never break down. Built as the refined sibling of the rugged 4Runner, the Highlander has earned a reputation for engines that cruise past 500,000 miles with ease. Whether you go for the 4-cylinder or the V6, you're getting bulletproof reliability, rock-solid engineering, and an SUV that might actually outlast you. The hybrid version is even crazier, up to 36 miles per gallon, which is better than some sedans. Add in Toyota's suite of driver assist tech, an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus rating, and resale values that stay sky high. And it's no wonder the Highlander sits at the very top. Pro tip: the 2007 model is considered one of the most reliable of all time. But the latest hybrids are unmatched if you want efficiency with longevity. Once you buy a Highlander, good luck switching to anything else. These things are addictive. Right behind it is the Toyota RAV4's eternal rival, the Honda CR-V. And for 2025, the CR-V has finally pulled ahead. Car and Driver actually gave it a perfect 10 out of 10 compared to just 8 for the RAV4. Why? Standard driver assist features, sharper handling, and outstanding fuel economy. An impressive 30 miles per gallon combined, making it the best in its class. Under the hood, you'll find a turbocharged 1.5-liter 4-cylinder pushing 190 horsepower through Honda's perfected CVT. But here's the real kicker: longevity. Many second-gen CR-Vs from the early 2000s are closing in on 500,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance. That's insane. Even newer models often hit 150,000 miles with 0 major repairs. It's safe, efficient, reliable, and affordable, starting at just over $30,000. If you want an SUV that quietly racks up miles without draining your wallet, the CR-V is a no-brainer. Taking the third spot is the SUV that invented the luxury crossover segment, the Lexus RX. Since 1998, it's been the gold standard for blending comfort, tech, and rock-solid reliability. In fact, a recent survey ranked the RX as the most reliable luxury SUV, with a jaw-dropping 98.8% score. And if you want something even more bulletproof, the hybrid RRX takes things up another notch. Stronger engine, better fuel economy, and longevity that rivals Toyota's toughest SUVs. The 2020 to 2022 models are the sweet spot, packing a proven 3.5-liter V6, 8-speed automatic, and standard safety tech that makes driving effortless. Owners regularly push past 250,000 miles without breaking a sweat, and resale values stay sky high because nobody wants to part with theirs. Bottom line, if you want a luxury SUV that's built to last, skip the flashy German badges. The Lexus RX is where reliability meets refinement. Next up is a fan favorite for practicality and reliability, the Subaru Forester. Consumer Reports gave it a predicted reliability score of 98 out of 100, which is almost unheard of in the SUV world. Subaru fixed the old oil burning and CVT issues, so now, as long as you change the CVT fluid every 30,000 miles, this thing just keeps going. The 2020 model is the sweet spot. powered by Subaru's 2.5-liter Boxer engine with symmetrical all-wheel drive that grips in any weather. It's safe, dependable, and holds its value like crazy when you're ready to upgrade. The only catch? The driver assist features can feel a little oversensitive. But here's a secret. You can actually adjust the settings. Bottom line, the Forester isn't flashy, but if you want a practical SUV that you can count on for the long haul, this is one of the smartest buys out there. At number 5, we've got the Mazda CX-5. The SUV that proves reliability doesn't have to be boring. This is Mazda's best-selling vehicle, and for good reason. It blends sporty handling, sharp looks, and Japanese dependability in one package. RepairPal gives it a 4.5 out of 5 reliability rating, and with proper care, these crossovers easily hit 200,000 miles without breaking a sweat. Unlike the RAV4 or CR-V, the CX-5 doesn't use a CVT. Instead, you get a real 6-speed automatic paired with responsive engines, making it a joy to drive. Sure, it's a little tighter inside and not quite as fuel efficient. But when it comes to driving fun, plus long-term durability, the CX-5 punches way above its weight. If you want a bargain, look at the 2016 to 2017 models. If you want new, the 2025 starts at just under $29,000 and looks more stylish than ever. Holding down the next spot is the legendary Toyota 4Runner, an SUV so tough it's practically a cult. For over 40 years, this body-on-frame beast has been the go-to choice for off-roaders who want a vehicle that never quits. According to IC Cars, nearly 27% of 4Runners blast past 250,000 miles, and some older V8 models have been known to touch 1 million with proper care. The newest version, starting around $42,000, adds modern tech and safety features without losing that rugged DNA. But here's the secret sauce, the 4th-gen V8. If you can find one, you're looking at one of the most bulletproof drivetrains Toyota ever built. Whether you're commuting or crawling up mountain trails, the 4Runner shrugs off abuse and just keeps going. Bottom line, if reliability and durability are your top priorities, the 4Runner is the definition of peace of mind. Another underrated gem is the Acura RDX. For some reason, this luxury crossover doesn't get the same hype as BMWs or Audis. But that's actually a good thing for smart buyers. It means you can scoop up a used RDX for the price of a basic RAV4. The 2013 to 2018 models are the sweet spot. They pack Honda's rock-solid 3.5-liter V6 with a 6-speed automatic, giving you 273 horsepower and a drivetrain that's built to last. Many owners report cruising past 150,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance, which is almost unheard of for a luxury badge. The newer turbocharged models are fun too, with a 2.0-liter engine and a 10-speed automatic, but they still keep that reputation for reliability. The catch? Stay on top of your fluid changes, especially the transmission, since some dealers forget. If you want luxury comfort with Honda toughness, the RDX is a hidden gem. Sliding in next is the Toyota RAV4, the best-selling SUV in America. This compact crossover has built its reputation on bulletproof reliability, strong resale value, and an engine that just won't quit. Plenty of owners report hitting 150,000 miles and beyond without a single major repair. The sweet spot? The 3rd-generation models, especially around 2010. These can push 250,000 miles, and if you grab one with the 3.5-liter V6, you'll get 269 horsepower and 0 to 60 in just 6.5 seconds. Not bad for a family hauler. The newer versions lean on 4-cylinder engines with CVTs, but Toyota's bringing back excitement with a hybrid RAV4 pushing 320 horsepower next year. The RAV4 isn't the flashiest SUV, but if you want something that holds its value, keeps your repair bills low, and quietly gets the job done, this little Toyota is tough to beat. Taking the next spot is the Honda Pilot, the no-nonsense family hauler that mechanics actually like to see because they know it's built to last. This 3-row SUV has been a favorite for decades thanks to Honda's bulletproof 3.5-liter V6. According to IC Cars, nearly 18% of pilots cross 250,000 miles, which is way above average. One of the best buys? The second-generation Pilot, introduced in 2009. It's big, boxy, rugged, and practically unkillable. As long as you stay on top of one thing, the timing belt. Change it every 100,000 miles, and your Pilot will keep on running. Skip it, and you'll regret it. Sure, the paint might fade, and you may need a touch-up after a decade, but with annual maintenance costs far below the average SUV, the Pilot is a rock-solid choice if you want safe, reliable transport for the whole family. Next is the Subaru Outback, one of the original crossover SUVs and still one of the toughest. Subaru has stuck to the "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" formula, and it shows. These wagons regularly cross 200,000 miles with just basic maintenance. The secret is Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive, which isn't optional like on most SUVs. It's always on, giving you stability, traction, and safety in any weather. Under the hood, you'll usually find Subaru's proven 2.5-liter boxer engine, but the 2.4-liter turbo is where the fun begins with 260 horsepower. On top of that, the Outback is an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus, holds its value extremely well, and still has that adventurous, go-anywhere vibe. If you want the best mix of value and durability, check out the 2020 models. They kicked off the latest generation with upgraded tech while keeping Subaru's legendary toughness. Another surprising entry is the Kia Sorento. And yes, Kia finally deserves a spot on a reliability list. After years of engine issues and bad press, Kia has turned things around in a big way. The Sorento now boasts a J.D. Power reliability score of 82, putting it on par with Subaru and even edging out the Honda Pilot. It's a 3-row SUV with sharp styling, loads of tech, and a very respectable 26 miles per gallon combined. But here's what really makes the Sorento a no-worry SUV. Kia's industry-leading 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That means you won't be sweating over expensive repairs anytime soon. Plus, parts and dealer support have improved massively, making ownership even easier. Starting at just under $32,000, it's cheaper than a lot of used luxury SUVs, but comes with brand new tech and coverage. If you want peace of mind on a budget, the Sorento is one of the smartest picks out there. Coming up next is the Lexus GX, the luxury SUV that refuses to die. While competitors like Land Rover and Jeep have been plagued with breakdowns, the GX just keeps rolling. Built on a rugged body-on-frame chassis and powered by engines that seem bulletproof, these rigs are off-road warriors wrapped in leather. According to IC Cars, over 20% of GX models sail past 250,000 miles, which is almost unheard of for a luxury badge. Most owners report nothing but oil changes and routine service for the first 100,000 miles, with the occasional repair popping up way down the line. The trade-off? Fuel economy. With a combined 17 miles per gallon, it actually guzzles more than Toyota's larger Sequoia. But when you consider the reliability, the comfort, and the fact it costs less than half of a Mercedes G-Class, the GX is hands down one of the best luxury SUVs you can buy if you want peace of mind. Rounding out the list is the Toyota Sequoia, the full-size SUV that laughs at the idea of retirement. While most three-row giants burn out early, the Sequoia is built to go the distance. iSeeCars ranks it as the longest-lasting SUV, with over 36% making it past 250,000 miles, and many pushing well beyond 500,000 with nothing but routine maintenance. The latest models pack a hybrid V6 with 437 horsepower and serious towing muscle, but the older V8s are legends for their toughness. Maintenance costs are surprisingly reasonable, averaging just under $7,000 over 10 years, far below the $12,000 average SUV bill. The downside? Fuel economy is rough, at 16 to 20 miles per gallon combined, and new models start near $60,000. But if you grab a well-kept 2010 Sequoia, you'll save half the cost and still get a rig that could outlast your driving years. Simply put, the Sequoia is Toyota's big, unstoppable tank. The Jeep Wrangler may be iconic, but it's also one of the most problematic SUVs on the road. Since the late 2000s, it's been hit with recall after recall, from failing power modules that kill critical systems, to the infamous death wobble that makes the whole vehicle shake uncontrollably after hitting a bump. Add in electrical gremlins, suspension problems, oil leaks, and exhaust manifold cracks, and you're staring at endless headaches. Safety isn't much better either. The 2022 Wrangler scored only marginal ratings in crash tests. With a starting price over $34,000, there are way better options on this list that won't gamble with your wallet or your safety. The Yukon is a respected full-size SUV, but if you see one with the 6.2-liter V8, walk away. This engine is notorious for stalling, knocking, seized pistons, and collapsing lifters. The direct injection system is also fragile, making it highly sensitive to fuel contaminants. Repairs? Expect bills in the $2,000 to $3,000 range, sometimes more. And worst of all, sudden stalling can put you in real danger on the road. If you love the Yukon, stick with the 5.3-liter V8, which is far more dependable. Or just choose one of the bulletproof full-sizers we covered earlier. And that wraps up 13 SUVs you can buy and forget about repairs, plus 2 that could empty your wallet. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more car care tips, and let me know in the comments which SUV you trust the most.